You're tuned into the Voice365 Podcast, only on Wark300.
Okay, we back. The one and only Mr. 365 in the building.
It's your girl, NedraTheDiva here.
Hey, she had me vibing on that last break. Y'all know Nedra be doing the songs, man. So look, I don't never know what she about playing this thing. Look, she took me back. I ain't gonna tell my age, but my childhood memories, boy, that thing on there had me fighting the powers that be. It's going up. But look, we ain't even gonna keep y'all beat y'all too long. We got a special guest in the building right now. Introduce yourself to the people out there, man. Let them know who you are, man, where you're coming from.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Verserarelaflare, representing Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah, South Carolina in the building.
In the building. Well, welcome.
Yes, sir. So, man, I've been peeping you out, man. Checking your swag out, checking your vibe out for a little minute now, man. We going on a 90-day run. I've been peeping it up, and you just sent us some stuff to the email today. I was like, bro, coming heavy. I'm like, bro, coming heavy.
You ain't trying to play no game.
Yeah, not at all.
Look, not at all.
So how long have you been here in Atlanta?
Solid 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was the trend? What made you say, you know what, I'm going to hit it from Columbia and I'm going to come here to Atlanta?
Well, actually, I moved from Columbia to Greenville, South Carolina in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was really in Greenville from like 2010 to about 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really when the grind, like really, I could say that's when it picked up.
Mm-hmm.
When, I had a group I was a part of, Easy Cash Boys.
Okay.
And so we were doing our thing. You know, times changed. I ended up moving to Charlotte, and I was working at McDonald's.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah.
You've been on the move, basically.
Hey, you gotta get it though. Ain't nothing wrong with it though. Like, hey, McDonald's.
But nah. I was working. You feel me? I was working hard, and I was getting paid every week. And I was like, shit, if I'm making this, let me work harder. And I started working harder and making less. And the moment I seen that first paycheck, after putting in like
so many hours,
I said, yeah, it's time to go.
Right.
Made one phone call, and my boy was down. And
so that was it right there. That was
it
like,
was it was that last paycheck.
What?
It was that last paycheck.
That was like, you know what?
See, a lot of artists don't have the drive to, you know what, be like, look, you know what, this ain't it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the transition and try my luck on this.
Right.
So what gave you, you know, that confidence level to believe in yourself like that?
I mean, I always had the drive and the ambition, but it was one specific person prior to me moving that had a conversation with me. I'll never forget this conversation. And he had asked me why I haven't moved to Atlanta yet. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was telling him my little excuses. Mm-hmm. And everything that I considered a good excuse, he said, that's the reason you're supposed to be there.
Right.
And really, I had to take that into consideration.
Right.
And eventually I did.
So moving here now, you've been here 4 years, like you said. How in these last 4 years, do you feel like it's been worth it over these last 4 years? Has it been more of a going up spiral than that?
Oh, no. It's been nothing but up. It's been nothing but up. Every year it's another level up here. Mm-hmm. Like
I tell cats that all the time. I just want to hear what you. Yeah.
Man, listen, listen. If you grinding the right way, you will see the benefits.
Right.
You'll see the benefits.
Preach.
So how is it like with the rap scene? How is it different from where you're from here? Is it like different or about the same?
Well, in South Carolina, there's no musical outlets or platforms besides you got people that do open mics, and you know, you got your DJs, but there's no record labels and real managers and people that can really take an artist to the next level. Mm-hmm. And so, you need that. Right. Otherwise, like after a while, I realized in South Carolina we were just running in circles. Like, and once you really build your name locally, you got to branch out.
Got to.
Or you just gonna have that local fan base.
Just be stuck. That's what we telling people from our hometown. Yeah. We from Ohio, and it's like everybody wants to stay there.
Right.
They get famous locally, but they don't want to push out, or they'll come. Like a lot of them come to Atlanta for the wrong reason.
Right.
from watching reality shows.
You can't just come
and
to
then,
LA. You can't just go to LA for a weekend.
and they think
It's not going to happen in a weekend. And people
Right.
think that, like, yo, I'm going to go to Atlanta this weekend. I'm going to
Yeah.
go to LA. You know, I'm going to go to the BET Awards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't happen like that.
Right.
You got to grind. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People got to know your face. People got to see your movement. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying about you. I've seen it, and I've been watching it. And you dropping 2 records today when I was in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, twisting my backwood. I appreciated them records. I appreciated them records. I did.
That's what I like to hear.
Because you got to understand, in that moment, he'll appreciate this as a musician.
Right.
In that moment that I'm working with my backwoods, I'm really paying attention to this music.
Exactly.
Because you can get cut off real quick. Like, especially, this got to be rolled a certain way. You can throw my vibe off. Like, so
and
now.
usually, like, if you, especially like when it comes to like executive, they'll like listen to the first 5 minutes or a few minutes and they be like, eh. But it's like you have that type of music to where it's like, okay, because I'm real big on that. If the first few minutes don't catch me, then I'm like, But it's like with your music, it's different, especially with no friends. So I really like that.
Yeah.
So
hey,
it's like,
both of them, look, and I felt, that's what I said. I got an artist that I manage, and when he sends me records, he'll send me like 2 or 3 because he knows the ear, like, he can go all type of ways, and I like that about you because you sent me the one record, and I'm like, boom, that's it. That'll go. And then you sent me the other one. You was spazzing on it. I was like, bro, got it. I'm like, hey, he doing
that.
it. He doing his thing.
so when did you first? Cause you're just a baby.
Ooh.
I am not no baby.
Talk your talk.
I am 29 years old.
A baby.
Talk your talk. She called you a baby. Talk your talk.
No, just playing. Now, when is it?
Look, I know I look like I'm 21.
You're right, you do. So when did you first fall in love with hip hop? What was that
Really?
one song that said, okay, you know what? I want to get in the rap game. I want to do this.
I can't say that it was one song that made me say that, but I can say since the age of 3, I've been into music. Like, my favorite song when I was young was Crisscross Jump.
Okay.
So I was walking around rapping that. Mr. Boombastic. Yeah.
So you got real musical roots, is what you saying? Like, it ain't just like the songs that you like.
Oh yeah, my dad, he was heavy on the hip hop. Like, he still got the whole record book today with all the C Murders, the Tupac's. Like,
Free C Murder.
yeah, man, listen. But I started playing the keys when I was about 3 or 4 years old, the piano. And that's really what got me into music, because I kept playing the keyboard. Then about 10 or 11, I started playing the drums and started freestyling.
So do you produce as well?
I could. They lucky I'm not. That's all. That's
So
all I'm saying.
So we don't know what the future holds.
Wait a
Man,
minute.
listen.
Come on, talk your stuff down.
Yeah, I didn't even try to, like, they know who I am.
Okay.
They know who I am and they know what I do. I didn't try to collab with producers. I don't know if they're scared. I don't know what it is. That's why I said, okay, I'm going to let them have their lane. And I'm going to just keep doing the music. Because if I go ahead and dip into that,
it's a wrap. You got to shut it down. I like that. So who do you want to work with? Like here in Atlanta or just in the industry, period?
I can't really. I rock with everybody. I don't got no problems with nobody, but I can't really say it's, specific people that I really want to work with right now, because I'm still building my brand.
Got you.
You feel me? So,
Gotcha.
and when I do want to work with somebody, I reach out to them on the spot and I get it done.
Okay.
So what about during this COVID-19 pandemic, what has changed about your grind, or what have you been doing more or less of?
Well, being that we can't do shows and, the press runs, I had to figure out how to go around the board to still keep my name out there. So I ended up getting into Respect Magazine, Hip Hop United, the same person that, she's a writer for Hip Hop Weekly. That's how I got in there. So I really just been slipping into the press.
That's a good move.
That's
definitely a good move.
That definitely is. And then, like, now that COVID-19, I guess Rona has gone away for a second, I guess.
So they say.
And now racism has come into play. How has that played a part? Like, because I know I've been seeing a lot of artists now change how they do their music or what they say and things like that. So are you going into that?
It's starting to piss me off because I've been on this. Like, I can let y'all hear songs from 2012, 2011 where I've been really not on no conscious rapper type stuff, but more of, you know, touching real subjects and music, having music with substance, actually talking about something, you know?
Right. And I don't know, it's been that way, because I mean, especially like back in the 90s, because you had like the Roots and you had Common and so on and so forth, and it's just like, the only time you really hear something is when something like this happens.
I've been putting this out.
Right, and you've been putting it out. Goody Mob told us this years ago.
I seen a post or something yesterday that touched on that subject, like, and I agree with it. Like, I don't really get the rappers that do it just for the clickbait or just because it's a thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it, you know, and if you can do it.
Right.
But don't just do it just because. It's almost the same as protesting just because.
Right.
Like, do it because that's what you really feel in your heart. Don't do it just because you feel like it's going to get you a couple thousand views and this ain't really what you mean. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can say. But shout out to the ones that I feel like is out there putting it down, got a good message, and is reaching people, you know what I'm saying, with the message. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Lil Baby for that bigger picture, because that's definitely one of the ones.
Right.
Yeah,
we just played that before you got up here, and
that is rain, and I hear the drops hitting the dang on.
You know what?
You know when the rain hit the roof and you can
I'm
hear
just
it.
like, what is going on? Like,
outside
because I just got kind of nervous. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But no, that was dope, and I feel like, because this is your generation, because we old and all that other stuff.
Why you gonna do that every show?
So I'm just saying, I'm 41. I ain't afraid to tell nobody that this is whatever. But it's good to see that your generation is out here, you know, wanting, you know, especially, are you going to bring like that type of music back around, especially now?
For me, it never left.
Well, it never,
They just got to get, as a matter of fact, no.
Well, you re-release it, let me ask you that.
What I'm doing. I just got to keep doing what I'm doing so that my music can be heard and they'll see.
Right.
Like,
you like, just go back and catalog.
That's a dope.
It don't stop. It don't stop.
Like I say, man, that's the best attitude to have. Like, because I say that to say, when you don't feel like you gotta do what everybody else is doing, or you competing with people, then it lets you focus on your craft a little more, and it lets you be, you know, because when you get to being trying to be like, oh, I'm only doing this, he did that, and now I gotta, that throws your whole momentum off for some of your vibes. You know, when it's organic, I feel like how you going about it works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what makes you different from other artists? What makes you stand out?
Outside of being an albino, I just feel like you got a lot of real people out here, but when I say I'm genuine and authentic, like, I'm genuine, I'm really that. I'm really that. Like, my enemies love me. You feel me?
Preach, say that. I love that.
And that's how I try to keep it.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, with you know, you being albino too, because that's the first thing that they look at, and they kind of, I watch like shows and stuff where they look at albinos really differently. So how do you kind of handle or deal with that?
It was probably more of a problem when I was younger, like, you know, elementary school. But other than that, I just realized that this is something that I could just take advantage of in life and just be who I am.
Okay.
Own it.
Own it. That's it.
I ain't got no choice.
Right. Right.
So with that being said, you got any other videos, or you got a video for the other track that you sent to, or you
I got a videos for No Friends and Usain Bolt. I actually got Curtis Snow and Usain Bolt. He's in the beginning of it.
Yeah, I saw the video for No Friends. I was like, look at him being all suave.
Yeah, I like it. No Friends is a vibe.
It is.
Know what I'm saying?
It definitely is.
If I play it on my
iTunes,
if I play it on my iTunes playlist, I like it.
Right.
You know what? You can play that record right after. You can play that right after Yellow Beezy. Headlock.
Oh yeah.
Mix that together and watch that vibe. Like, watch You had put 10 girls in a room and play them 2 songs back to back and tell me what happened. 10.
I'm gonna do that too.
Put 10 girls in a room and play them 2 songs back to back. Just see what happens. Put alcohol in the room too, though. Alcohol and weed. Yeah, and weed in the room too. And then just see what happens. It's experiment. Yeah. So you gotta go on Instagram and say, I need 10 ladies that want to do this experiment we got for these 2 songs. It's Yellow Beezy and Verserarelaflare. We're gonna play them back to back, and we just gonna see what happens. Okay. Yeah, 10 women. That's it. They gotta be willing participants though. 18 and over, preferably 21 and over. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want you. You just graduated 2 months ago. You just got your diploma. We don't want you back.
Took your ass to college.
We do not want you back. I'm just telling you. We don't want you.
Oh my God. We are back with Wark365 Podcast right here on Wark300 Radio. I am your girl, NedraTheDiva.
Your boy, Mr. 365 in the building.
And our guest, sir.
Verserarelaflare.
Yeah.
And you know, and I was sitting here, I was like, cause I'm old, so I was like, okay, wait, how many? I'm sitting here sounding now. I'm saying Verserarelaflare. I said, oh, okay, that's it. I think that's what it is. And I didn't tell her. It's like, I was like, is this how we pronounce it? Okay, that's it. So, no friends. Usain Bolt. What was the whole idea behind the Usain Bolt? Cause both songs go hard. This one is a strip club anthem.
They verified my Instagram, and I said I'm overlapping them all.
You know that.
I swear.
Okay.
Like, once my Instagram got verified, that's when I said, okay.
I saw that too.
I ain't need 100,000, 1 million followers.
Right.
I ain't need 100,000 views. I said, okay, I'm doing something right.
Right.
Doing something right.
Absolutely. That's dope.
And that actually inspired me for that song.
Okay.
Cause I said I'm about to turn up on these niggas for real.
Yeah.
That's
That's a turn up. Like I said, we gotta submit this into the Blue Flame or something. Pinups.
Yeah,
that's how you know, like when you got, cause the strip club here is where you.
we took it to Rumors on the South Side.
Rumors.
Talking about 10 times we heard it.
Rumors? That's a new one, or is that?
Rumors on the South Side. They've been out there. I think it was called Crazy Horse. It's in Jonesboro.
That's probably why, because I don't go out there like that. Yeah, I only know the ones on the east side and the west side.
Yeah, they probably like that though. You
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can put that on my playlist.
Let me know. I'll be out there with my ones.
But we did add to the friends of the show our playlist. That's our vibe. You know, me and Nidra, we get a playlist of the friends of the show that come in. So you are the featured artist on the website right now.
For sure, I appreciate it.
No Friends is on there right now, so you can go to TheVoice365Podcast.com and check that song out as well. Absolutely. With this interview that'll be loaded up sometime in the near future. Just keep checking for us. You know how we do.
All right. And now let everybody know, what do you have, like, outside of No Friends and Usain Bolt, what other projects or what do you got? What else are you working on right now? What should we expect?
I got a lot of new music, but definitely expect the No Friends remix featuring Lil Papa and Beep Beep Beep, because I'm not gonna tell you the second person.
Yeah.
But just know it's on the way. It's on
just
the way.
know it. But look, when you do that though, make sure you bring that back to us.
Yeah,
like,
we want to drop it
we want to
first.
drop that on there, put it on the website. Tell people you can go get it on the website and put you on there. You know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Put it on that platform. We want to jig to that first.
But other than that, definitely just expect a lot more music. I'm probably about to go ahead and put another EP together. Okay. I got too much music, y'all.
Oh,
so really, I'm trying to work on these really getting more visuals out.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
So do you plan on in this next? Because you know July 1st, everything going back ham. So do you plan on jumping back in these shows?
Oh yeah. I'm really waiting for these. I was supposed to be on the press run for Usain Bolt in LA back in May.
Okay.
So it's like COVID stopped everything. So once these press runs are back open and I can start making my rounds, it's up and it's stuck.
Okay.
I know that's right, man.
And let everybody know where they can follow you.
You can find me on all music platforms, all social media platforms at Verserarelaflare.
All right. Well, Verserarelaflare. I said it right. Yay. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I appreciate y'all.
You are definitely a friend to the show. Like, we always support good people, good music, and that's what you have. So you definitely got our support 100%. So we got your back. Anything you want us to post, put on the website, we got you.
Appreciate that.
So everybody, give it up for verse.
Yeah, one time. Yeah, we appreciate it.